Our own Julie Morse is here in the studio with the top 5 stories you should know today.
Thanks, Matt. As you get your day started, here are 5 things you need to know. In Washington, lawmakers are preparing for automatic spending cuts that can only be stopped with the passing of a budget by Friday. Many lawmakers aren't too optimistic about a budget that has both Congress and the president's approval. So what does that mean to us college kids? Well, first, the cuts will be in the millions for education. This includes federal assistance for low-income students and the federal work-study program. For those with spring break on the mind, that could be an issue too. Sequester cuts would close almost 100 traffic control towers. That leads to delays in flights and possibly cancellations. More on money. Yesterday, Wall Street had its worst day in 2013, and today isn't looking great either. Experts blame results from the election in Italy, or should I say, lack of results. There was no clear winner in that European country. Investors are afraid a new government won't pay off the billions of dollars of debt that Italy owes, plus the next steps in electing a new government are unknown. Next, the popular build-it-yourself chain Ikea recalled meatballs from 14 countries. The iconic Swedish meatball is said to have traces of horse meat. Luckily, you won't find that contaminated food in the States. Ikea says the food didn't make its way overseas. 5% of Ikea's sales is from food, but the Wall Street Journal says it's business as usual for the blue and yellow store. Back in Washington, a Senate committee will take a look at gun control. This week, legislation, there are 4 bills in front of Congress. 1 bans assault weapons, and that bill is opposed by many Republicans. The committee will talk about background checks for buying guns, illegal gun trafficking, and measures to improve school safety. These bills come through Capitol Hill more than 2 weeks after the Newtown massacre of 20 children and 6 school faculty members. And finally, CNN has released a list of the top 7 places to intern. Companies were chosen based on the internships pay, the chances that you have to get hired, and the general experience interns would gain. Here's who is featured. Accounting firm PricewaterhouseCoopers rounds out the list at number 7 with appearances from General Electric, Nordstrom, and Microsoft. And what's the best place to intern? Search engine giant Google is number 1. So before you head out the door, let's take a look at what's trending on Twitter this morning. Dancing with the Stars just released the cast for their 16th season, and Twitter is going crazy. The most talked about star seems to be Olympic gold gymnast Allie Reisman, and followed by her country singer Kelly Pickler and Ravens football star Jacoby Jones. Next, the GOP. It's all about the sequester. The Twitter world is pretty much split about who needs to compromise for the budget. Half say the Democrats, and the rest say the Republicans. And finally, Trayvon Martin. The trial of George Zimmerman starts today. Zimmerman admitted to killing Martin a year ago, but says it was in self-defense. The family of the 17-year-old says they'll accept the verdict of the trial as truth, and the Twitter world is watching. That's all the world and Twitter news I have for you today. For ELN in the Morning, I'm Julie Morse.